All right. Let's see. Where are all my peeps? They're coming. I just sent my kids on a walk with the dog, so hopefully they won't barge in. But anyway, welcome back to my second live for this week. And I actually changed to where I was sitting so you could see the back part of my studio, which is really fun. Hey, Karen. The back part of my studio is really nice. It is going to rain, but I was hoping we would get some rainbows today, but I don't know. Now it's a little cloudy. But we need it out here in California because we are in, and we'll be in a big drought, I think, because it's almost April. But anyway, I'm glad you guys are here, and hopefully everybody's having another day this week of settling into a routine. I know I am. My kids have had, they're on day 2 for their distant learning. And update on that is my youngest actually did 2 hours today of school, where yesterday was 1 hour. And tomorrow, and then Hudson, my middle child, he's still working. So he's in high school. I think it's a little harder than junior high. But so far, they seem to be handling it. Everything is done through Google Classroom. And it's amazing what those teachers are learning how to do pretty much on the fly. And so far, it's been great. So anyway, so yesterday I showed you my 28-day journal that I actually did in February, and I will be creating that into a YouTube channel, so on my YouTube channel, so it will be a link there, because there have been some teachers who have requested that they can share that with their students, which is so great. And so today I want to show you, wait, Kira, what'd you say? Isn't school? Yeah, school is a lot longer than 2 hours. In fact, yesterday, school was 1 hour, so we're hoping to stretch that out with little breaks, little snacks, little chit chat with each other, so I don't know. But anyway, so today I wanted to show you another journal that I've been working on. And this one is, I'm gonna put you on a roller coaster in a minute and have you go down to the table. But this one is one that my mom bought me some big ones of this. It's a Ranger Dylusions Creative Journal. So if you Google that, you will see it. But this I love because it looks huge. Oh my gosh, it's not that big. There we go. It's like 8 inches by 8 inches. And the reason I like it was because it's smaller pages, so I don't feel that intimidated to actually fill in the whole page. So my husband and I have been watching, I don't know, I think we saw the first 2 seasons already, and we repeated it, but he started Homeland. And so we've been watching Homeland. We're on season 4, I think, and for some reason, the drawings I'm going to show you were all created watching Homeland, and some of them are kind of crazy, but it's really fun. And just if you're an artist, take your sketchbook, and while the TV's on, and just start doodling away. So, oh, Karen, what kind of paper? Oh, there's my other Karen. Hey, Karen. Karen, the other Karen's in UK. One Karen's in Arizona. The paper is amazing. I'm going to show you guys. The paper is this beautiful, can you hear it? It's like a folder paper. It's beautiful, and I love how it's flat, and I'm gonna flip you guys upside down so you'll see it. I'm gonna go page by page for what I've done so far. Okay, so hold on, we're gonna do this experiment again. It worked yesterday, and oh, Karen, are you in California now? Okay, I thought you were somewhere else, but hold on. Okay, ready? Stay with me, because we're gonna go upside down. You'll see my messy area. Okay, I think whoopsie. Uh-oh, hold on, I've got some technical difficulties, but I think we're good. Just got to get my glasses on and make sure we're all centered here. Alrighty, I'm going to put you right there. Okay, so I can't really see any questions yet, but I do see Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Oh my God, it's like crooked, but hold on. We're good. I think we're good, right? Yeah. So So this is the Dylusions, if you're just joining me, by Ranger, Dylusions Creative Journal. And I love it because it is not so big. And there we go. I think we're centered now. It has this little cute pocket that you can put some stuff in, some paper and some scraps. So that's really fun. And they have a couple sizes. So they do have a bigger size that I will show you guys one of these Facebook Lives, an older journal. And I really like it because it lays flat. Where the last journal, when I did the one I showed you guys yesterday, that journal was, do I have it really close by? That journal was hard to work on because the pages did not lay open like this one. So one of the things too with the other journal is I kind of ruined a lot of my pages by not having just a piece of paper. This is just a piece of brown paper that I cut up, and you can actually see some of the crayons that show through. So I'll start you guys from the beginning. I haven't done too many pages. So what I was doing here was using acrylics that I would just paint over and then let that completely dry, and then went in with some paint pens. So some paint pens that I love, and I just ordered. You guys, if you want paint pens, you better hurry up, because let me tell you, I couldn't find any on Amazon that were the extra fine. So this one is a Sharpie, which I love. They're super easy and they're just fun to use. I think this one's already out. One of my kids started doing an art project and used all my art pens. So I just ordered a huge amount from Dick Blick's, and I'm super excited because I got this brand, which is a little bit more expensive, but worth it, the Posca. So anyway, on this page, I was just kind of experimenting. Oh, that doesn't sound good. With the paint pens and some colored pencils. And then I just sort of did one page at a time. Like I did this page and then I would work on this page. This one, I ended up putting the pink on top of the blue once it was dry. So when I work with acrylics, I love to use different colors next to each other, bright colors, and the magenta is one of my favorite acrylics. It's a high fluid acrylic. Let me show you. And gosh, and I'm running out, and I should have ordered another bottle, but I forgot. But this is the golden that I love to use. And it took me a long time to figure out how to pronounce it. Okay, ready? Quinacridone. I did. So I will use this magenta with white and get some of these really fun colors, just some light colors. And then I went in with my paint pens and did a little bit of mark making. Not too sure what was going on there. This one, I don't know. I just thought I would go real simple. So I used some white, and I think I actually used a little bit of this, but just a drop, and mostly white, and some shapes. So I sort of set out to have this journal be more abstract than my other journals, because I'm really trying to work on being abstract. It's not something that comes naturally to me. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. This one is just a big old spread with just a few lines. And when I was working on some of these other pages, you'll see like they'll just start to stick if I don't have a piece of paper. But the crayons will often just bleed over. So if you use the crayons like a piece of paper, tissue paper, wax paper, probably anything will do. See that kind of mess I made? Okay, so this is where it gets really funny. This is from the Homeland. When we started watching Homeland, they must have had like a big terror attack or something at this point. So it was a little crazy, but it's kind of fun. You really don't have to be thinking about anything. I literally just started playing and making marks and taking marks that I've made and then going in with some crayons and making some areas more subtle, even though that's not subtle at all. This side was, and then I kind of ruined it with that. Once I started doing these other pages, I have a tendency to really push down kind of hard. So anyway, this was two other episodes, or maybe like 4 other episodes, because we were sort of binge watching it. So I did this one night and this one night. And what I like about these are taking, if we're having a little problem with our connection, it's because everybody in the world is online right now. And I just read something that even YouTube and Netflix are going to have to lower their definition. Can you imagine going back to that time when video wasn't perfect? So that's what's going to happen. So I apologize if we lose each other, but it may happen. So anyway, the Stabilo, it looks like we're back on. So the Stabilo is something that is, can just go, like I'm just going to do a little bit right here, and then I'll show you later. I have a little demo, but you basically are just taking the color, and so I don't know if I like which one I like better, but they were fun to do. Okay, then over here, I definitely am not thrilled with this one, and I was like, oh my God, I spent so much time on it, and I was completely committed, so I finished this one on one of the episodes. I'm not a big line person. I don't do a lot of, lots of vertical lines. But again, I'm playing around with it, and that's the fun thing about having journals, is that you can just play and not worry about it. I'm not selling any of this stuff. I'm not going to show any of this stuff. So just having fun. I liked this one over here. I kind of just started messing around with it, and then I added these little half circles to the top. The other fun thing too with the crayons is that you can have a color, like this is a blue, and then you can go with a green and then a lighter blue on top to sort of make a fun little color connections there. And then here was, this is what sometimes I do on my pages. I take ink like the Golden or some sort of a high fluid ink. I pour it on, and then I take my other page next to it and blot it just like this. And then when I'm done blotting it and it's dry, I use that as a starting point for making a design. So this was the blue blot from this page, and I just wanted to keep this sort of simple. It's very different for me, but I even try to get my little dabs and squares in there, but it mostly is just scribbles and fun. And then I started adding some colors and stuff like that. So that's as far as I've gotten in this journal, but I really like it because I think it's called a Copic stitch. I could be wrong on that, but it's flat. So you don't have to be always taking your journal and trying to flatten it while you work. You can paint on the whole spread like that, which is really neat to do. And the paper is this really thick watercolor. I would say it's like a thick mixed media watercolor paper. It can handle paints, it can handle glue, and it's also smooth. So it's one of my favorite sketchbooks. I have a whole bunch of bigger ones that I will take out, and we can look at those at some point. But what I wanted to show you guys is just a little tiny demo on how I use some of my crayons that I love. So there's a couple ways that you can work with these. Hold on, I gotta get my paintbrush. I wasn't very prepared. Hold on. So let's see if I'm straight. I like to be straight. Okay, so anyway, these Stabilos, which I have a tin of Stabilos here, and the Neo 2s, which I have a tin of Neo 2s here, are water soluble. So you can work with them when on dry. So here's some shapes I sometimes do when I'm just working with it dry. But then you can also work with them wet. So here is what is this color? It's kind of like a purple bluey, midnight blue. But I'm just dipping my paintbrush in some water, and you can then turn it into paint. These are great to take and travel with. So you can put your water down like this, and then you can also go right back over it. So you wanted to do something like that. So the Stabilos are fun. And then also, let's see, these are the other ones that I love. The Neo Color 2s. And I only have a little set. So I'll have to get a bigger set. These are really awesome. See how cool that is? Like the water, just the watercolor effect. So I often do acrylics and then other types of paints with acrylic. So I guess these are kind of like a watercolor, but probably, right? I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, so here's the magenta. And then you could do it this way. I got a little blue on there. So you're just turning this into paint. But also what I love to do, hold on, I'll switch the brush, is literally keep it in your hand. Two things that are fun, ready? So you can, let me see, of course it won't work right now, but you can take your brush and splatter. I love to splatter. So that's a little texture, but you can also just take your brush and brush right over this. And it turns into paint. Isn't that so cool? My mom originally turned me on to these a couple years ago. She brought us a set and I just love them now. I got completely hooked on them when I took a class with Betty Krause. She was teaching and she loves using these as well. So then I pulled them out and they're just so much fun. So anyway, these are really fun to use, and my mom would tell you that these are so special. You need to use them when you're painting because don't use them as a regular crayon. They're too much money, but I think that's okay. They'll last a long time. Anyway, so now I'm just doing a couple more dry. So you can switch between dry and wet. And this paint won't take very long to dry, so it's kind of fun. They're kind of fun to make some little background, and then I'll turn this one into an art collage, which I'm gonna do a Facebook Live on that too this week. So hold on, I'm gonna flip you guys back around. Okay, ready? I might lose you, we'll see. And I might be upside down again. Let's see. This is kind of fun. Yeah, you guys probably are like, not fun. Okay, good. Hey, there's my mom. Did you see me, Mom? I was talking about you. Hold on, I gotta read what you wrote though. Oh yeah, Mom, we have to be straight. My mom has to have her yoga mat totally straight when she takes classes, which is so cute. So, and I like to have things very symmetrical and straight too. Probably also part of my graphic design background. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. Oh, the thing about yoga too, I just want to tell you guys, I'm sure all over your local places, there are yoga teachers that are local yoga teachers that are doing online classes. So I'm going to take one tonight with Jen Allen, and she is a yoga instructor at Seascape. And so I'm going to take her class at 6. How fun is that? I don't have to leave my house, put my mat down, straight, and take her class. So I think what's really cool right now is that there are so many people that are, inventing, creating new things to show themselves out there. And one of them is, the teachers. The other thing that is so amazing is there's so many musicians that are just playing music, and everybody can just listen to the music. And then there's all the artists out there who are creating art for everybody to share. And there are people who are reading books. I know that there are grandparents reading books to their kids. So even though this is a super hard time for everybody, there's also so many bright spots, and I really love seeing it and hearing about it. So if you have a story, let me know. I'd love to hear about that. And keep on being creative. Let me know if there's anything you want to see or do on our Facebook Lives. We'll do. I'm probably not going to do anything, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you guys more of my journals. There's a journal that I create a lot. And the lesson I took was from Tisha Moore, and it's a great way to create a journal that you can just put in your purse and do whatever. And I'm going to show you guys some of those. I'm going to do a couple demos this week. So until we are out and about, running around, forgetting this whole life that we are living, I'm going to be here every day, Monday through Fridays at 1 p.m. my time. So I'm sorry if it's super late for some of you guys, but I just want to share creativity and hope and love and all that good stuff. And anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, Karen, start a new painting. Did you say start a wing painting? Oh, I am. I'm super excited. If you guys see on my Instagram account, I've been working on a painting with a girl and her flowers, which I reworked her face so many times. Oh my God. At one point, if you guys watched The Handmaid's Tale, her eyes were shut and looked like The Handmaid's Tale, except they were both carved out. I know it's a little graphic, but anyway, she's fixed. She looks better. And I was thinking this morning of getting some of my other big canvases out, going to town. And yes, Karen, I'm gonna do another wing painting, but hold on. So, okay, good. See, I can't, I'm getting older now. I have to use my glasses. But anyway, big hugs. Love you guys, and be well, be safe. Wash those hands, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.